Hey, welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How is everyone today? What is up? Super excited. Today is the first day of the 30-day meditation challenge that we are inside of. Super excited. We wanted to talk a little bit about meditation. First thing I want to let you all know is we are not experts at meditation. We are starting this journey, the 30-day challenge, along with all of you. We have, posted some trainings and things like that inside of the 30-day meditation groups or group. So if you are inside of that group, go ahead and go over and check out those trainings. A lot of them are from Leo Guru, which he is an absolutely amazing guy. I would definitely follow him. He talks a lot about focus, personal development, all sorts of cool stuff. So there's a couple videos and trainings inside of the group. How are you, Kelly?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just very excited.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What?
It's like we're starting another challenge, another, something new. We went through boot camps, but we finished them. So that's what matters. We're consistent at doing what we're doing. And I'm excited about this 30-day challenge. I mean, for one, I don't know what it is. It's like I have to have a challenge in order for me to do something. It's like I don't do videos, but then when I have to do a challenge, I do them. So it's going to get me out of my comfort zone. It's going to really get the drunken monkey that got stung by a scorpion settled down in my head. That's for sure.
So explain that, because inside of this, inside of the meditation, the 30-day meditation challenge that we're inside of, and there's probably about 50 of us inside of there. If you are not inside of this challenge yet, please let us know. We can get you over into the group. Whoever invited you, or if it's one of us, just come over and we'll get you inside of the group. If you are watching the replay of this, we're going to go over a little bit of what all the challenges and what we kind of are hoping that will happen throughout the challenge. So explain the drunken monkey stung by a scorpion.
Well, what it is, I mean, the Buddhists, that's what they believe, that's what's inside your head, and for you to really settle your mind and be one with yourself, and to be able to control your thoughts, and so you can be that happy person all the time. When something bad comes up, you're still going to be that happy person because you can control that. And when you can control that through meditation and you do it on a daily basis, it's something that you got to commit to. He said too, some people meditate, but they stop. Like they won't do it on. I mean, you got to do it on Christmas. You got to do it on vacations. You got to do it every single day that you wake up, and you really have to commit to it. And if you really want to control your mind, meditation it's a key aspect of it, I believe.
Yeah, Leo talks a lot about like one of the first things that you need to do when starting to meditate is really have a vision of what it is that you want to develop from meditation. He talks a lot about how it could take you a year before you start seeing results. I've started seeing results. I've been playing with meditation for a few months now. I've gotten on it and then gotten off of it, and got on it and got off of it. And I definitely saw results fast. I could tell when I did stop doing meditation that things bothered me a little bit more. I would, my fuse was a little bit shorter when it came to, simple things in life, dishes, laundry, children, being home for the summer, just stuff that everyday life can just make you, sometimes like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to write a blog and there you are, and I think that, for me and my vision and what I want out of it is I want more focus. I want to be able to be living in the moment. I want to know that I can take a deep breath and know that everything's going to be okay, and calm that crazy drunken monkey stung by a scorpion in my head, you know?
Right.
And he talks a lot about thoughts and how, you know, to be aware of being in your situation. And you can do this at any time during the day, you know, to just actually stop, you know, like stop right now. And if you're on the phone or you got something else going on, just stop.
If you're driving, don't stop. Just
Don't stop.
you always got to put that in there. You know, we don't want to cause any accidents.
Just stop and, you know, be aware of the moment. Be aware of the difference in thinking and, you know, your thoughts. You know, we go day by day trying to control our thoughts. And the truth is that we can't control our thoughts. Thoughts will come up and pop up in our head that, you know, just come up. So being aware of the moment that I'm in is definitely something that I have a vision for getting out of my meditation, and what I want to get out of doing this challenge. And not only this challenge, but I'm taking this meditation on as a commitment for the rest of my life, because I know that this is going to help me. It's going to help my children. It's going to help my husband. It's going to help my mom. It's going to help everyone around me be better people if I can control myself.
I totally agree with you. That's awesome. Yeah.
So what's your vision? What do you want to get out of meditation?
What I want to get out of it, I want I want to be able to have more control of my decision making, of my everyday. I want to be able to, you know, meditate and know what I'm doing for the whole week. You know what I mean? Have a vision of that whole thing while you're meditating, but, you know, going off on those stories that you choose to go off and run with before you come back to that meditation state of nothingness. And, you know, be able to pick the stories that you want to run with, so you know if that's the right story you want to run with for that many minutes, and listening to what that your subconscious is telling you while you're listening to those stories, and being able to make your mind stronger. That's what I want out of it.
Yeah.
Because if you can do that, you control your destiny. I mean, your mindset is one of the most important things. And if you can control that and learn how to deal with yourself, everything else will fall in place.
Yeah, it's like personal therapy, you know? It's like, and you know, he talks a lot in the trainings. These trainings are like 30 minutes. They're inside the group, so just scroll down and check them out because they're amazing. But he talks about in the group about how, or in the trainings about how, you know, you can't control your thoughts. You might get into meditation and start thinking about, you know, things that you don't normally think about. You know, crazy thoughts can come up in your head, and you just have to, you know, once again, be aware that you're not in control of those thoughts. And as long as you can get to that state of mind through meditation and be able to distinguish, you know, I didn't control that thought just came, you know, whether it be, you know, he talks about how it could be sex, how it could be, you know, just crazy things that you don't normally think of, or, you know, whatever. You just have to allow that crazy monkey to just go and accept it, because you're letting it out of the cage and you're retraining it. You know, Kelly, you said on your video today, I want you to talk a little bit about how you talked about the muscle and how you're retraining it and how you're all that stuff. Can you touch on that a little bit? When you're
Well, what I found from Leo's, just listening to Leo's videos, and it makes sense that, you know, when you're like, say you're building muscle, right? You wanna lift weights, and when you lift weights, you know, those last couple reps are going to tear your muscles. And they're going to be sore because you're building muscle on top of that torn muscle. And that's how you get bigger muscles. You tear your muscles and they regrow, and that's how your muscle grows. So that's why you're sore after you lift. And to get your brain to, you want to be able to build muscle in your brain. And the way that you do that is it's an analogy. You're not building muscle in your brain, but you're making those new connections inside your subconscious part of your brain, where it's like when you go off on those stories, but you remember you're supposed to be meditating, and you come back to it. And when you come back to it, those connections, that's when you make those new connections. So the more connections you come back from those stories, the longer you're going to stay in that state of freeness.
Yep.
I know it might take a year before you actually get a full 20 minutes of no stories, of just pure nothingness.
Right. Because you're letting your crazy drunken monkey stung by a scorpion go. Exactly. So he's going to run around for quite some time in your brain before you can tame him.
This isn't going to, it's not going to, happen overnight for you. It's just getting into the habit. You have to do it every day. Set a timer and get through it.
Yeah. And, a lot of us are busy. We have families, we have businesses, we have jobs, we have, there's a ton of things going on in your life. But it's so important. I mean, you hear it all the time. People are like, take time for yourself, take time for yourself. How can you really, you can find 20 minutes of your day somewhere. I don't care. I just, the first time I started meditating, I was doing it, I would wake up earlier than everybody else, and then I was doing it in my front room. Well, my kitchen was right there, so was coffee. My phone was right there. So I wanted to know what was going on in the world, what's going on in my social media life. And so there was a lot of distractions. So I actually took it to, I'm one of those weird people who like to be in enclosed areas. I mean, I'm not really I'm claustrophobic actually, but when it comes to emotions, if I'm going to have a cry breakdown or whatever, and we all have them, I'm sorry to say, we all have them. You have that moment where you just want to bawl, and you've got to do it for 10 minutes, and you have no idea why you're doing it, but you do it. And I'm always in enclosed places. I always like closets. I like bathrooms. I don't know why. I think it's because I feel like nobody can see me or hear me or anything. So I actually moved my meditation to my closet. I have a walk-in closet. So I just got in my closet and I shut my door. And that's where I started developing the actual being able to just sit with myself for 20 minutes. And then now I'm able to go back out into, a bigger room and not have those distractions that are coming into my brain all the time as much, because I was in the closet and trained that part, to stop. So I don't know if you have to sit in the closet like I did.
I've been sitting outside, even today I sat outside, but I didn't want to hear any noise, so I just put a pair of earplugs in, and I sat at the end of the lanai, at the end of the pool, and I actually was sweating, at the end of the 20 minutes.
Yep.
But I was outside doing it. Yeah.
And that's the thing that he also talks about with the meditation is you can do whatever you want to do. If you're one of those people who want to listen to music and can tap that out, then feel free. If you're one of those people, you don't have to sit still. I mean, there's so many different strategies when it comes to meditation. And in this 30-day challenge, really all we want from you is the 20 minutes. Really just commit to those 20 minutes. And, just like he says, he's like, you're going to suck at it. Period. You're going to get up and you're going to go, oh my gosh, for, 20 minutes, for 10 minutes of it, I couldn't stop thinking about, my cup of coffee or the video I was going to do on this meditation session or whatever, whatever it is that's coming through your head, or if you have, other problems, whatever it is. I mean, if you're going through something right now and you're like, this isn't the time for me, that's actually the perfect time for you. If life is really, really hard for you right now and other things are outside of your world, outside of your business, I mean, meditation's not for people who are in business. It's not especially for this. It's for everyone. I mean, it used to be for the hippies, used to be, people who were free souls or whatever. Well, I mean, there's a lot going on in our world right now. I mean, these little things, when I grew up, there was none of this. And it's such a distraction for every day. I mean, and to be in the moment and be aware of the moment, if you're with your children, be with your children. Don't be with your children doing this, which I'm guilty of. That's why I'm doing this. I want to be able to be in the moment in every minute of my day. When I'm blogging, I want to be in that moment. When I'm doing my, prospecting, I want to be in that moment. When I'm with my child, I want to be in that moment, where now I'm like in that moment and a little bit over here and a little bit over there, and then thinking about what's happening tomorrow, thinking about people coming over. It's just like, stop. I want all of that to stop. So that's the reason we started this challenge, and really, and this is not by any means, I'm not claiming this challenge. This challenge is just popped up. Please get in there, go do your thing, whatever it is. If you're,
and if you're seeing us on recording next week, make that day your day one. Start that 30 days.
Hold on real fast.
So while she takes a moment there, she must have had something going on, but anyway, take that challenge of that 30 days and run with it and see what it does for you. Because I know when I wrestled, one way that I had a routine before every match, and I would do the same thing every single time. And I would be thinking in my head, just like I was meditating. So, that's like an active meditation thing, like the routine that I did before each wrestling match that I had. I jumped up in the air a certain way. And, I was like, if you took a tape measure, there was probably, vertical. It was almost 5 feet, about as tall as I was. And I would have my feet. I got pictures of me doing it and stuff. But I did that before every single match. And there's certain things that you do in your day that make meditation one of those.
Yep. I mean, and it's crazy. We've been in and around a lot of big leaders. I mean, and if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, I don't have 20 minutes a day, I can't find it. Even if you sit down, even if you start, today's the day one. If you're watching this 5 days from now, just get in. It doesn't matter. It's just start. If this is 2 years later that you're watching this, do your own 30-day challenge. Come over to the group. People are still going to be actively in this group and actively doing this. And just start. When I first started, I could barely get 5 minutes out. I mean, I would get up, I'd get coffee, and then I'd sit back down. I'd get uncomfortable and I'd move around. I'd think about something and I'd do it. It took me a long time, and it's going to take a long time. Like he says, you're going to suck at it.
And watch his videos, because I never really got into learning about meditation. So no one's told me how to meditate before and how you do it, and listen to that video that we posted in the group. And when he goes through it, he'll tell you, how to get started and what are you supposed to be thinking about, or what are you supposed to be breathing about. What it tells you what to do. You're going to see stories just float by, and you'll grab onto them, then you come back to it. But it's I'm digging meditation. I mean, it's going to do some definitely changes in my life. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, we've been basically studying personal development and working on mindset and stuff like that for over a couple of years now. And it's funny that it's taken this long to actually bring this habit on, which has been told to us for years, you know, bring on this habit, bring on this habit. But for some reason, we tend to think that it's really not that important. You know, I mean, sitting with yourself for 20 minutes, is that really that important? Yeah,
It is.
It's going to be life-changing for all of us inside of this challenge. And, you know, this is not going to end after 30 days. This is going to go on and on and on. Just like he said, this doesn't go away. You know, you have to do it on Christmas. You have to do it when your, you know, dog dies. You have to do it when there's a breakup. And just like he says, those are the most important days to do it. You might not get a lot done, but you still have to sit in that same moment for 20 minutes so that your brain and your subconscious starts knowing, you know, that you're in it. So inside of this challenge, what we're doing is 20 minutes a day. I would like to see posts.
I like the videos, but you know, those were, you know, what we did this morning. I think just me and you, and Maureen said that she was posting one. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, post videos and share your experiences of just what happened.
Yeah, and if you don't want to post videos, take a picture of your meditation place. You know, just write something. Say, I did it. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Whatever you're comfortable with, just do that. But make yourself present and you're going to have to hold yourself accountable, because we can't go over and tap every single one of you, every single 50 of you, or how many are ever in there now, and say, hey, did you do it today? Hey, did you do it today? You have to hold yourself accountable. Plus, we want to know that you're doing it with us. You know, you're going to help our journey by posting whatever it is. And if you go out and you learn something, share it with us. We want to know. I mean, we're not experts. We're starting this challenge along with all of you as well. You know, I mean, it's just part of it. I mean, we are literally, there is 5 steps to firing your boss. And the first one on there, meditation, personal development. Those are 2 of the 5 steps to firing your boss and becoming your own entrepreneur, business person, whatever, you know, whatever it is you want in your life. Those 2 steps will get you whatever you want in your life. And if you're, you know, if you're okay with just, you know, having that crazy drunken monkey running around in your brain, I am not. I am done with him. He's getting really fat. His motions are just crazy.
I just posted the group, Facebook group in the chat. So if you're not in the group, I posted the link for the group.
Yep. So is there anything else you want to add? We keep these Tipsy Tuesdays. If this is your first Tipsy Tuesday with us, we try to keep these Tipsy Tuesdays to 30 minutes. We come out and we talk tips, tricks, social media, all sorts of stuff. This challenge is definitely something that we're pretty excited about. And, you know, that's it. That's all you have to do during the challenge. Take 20 minutes out of your day, meditate, learn, post. Nice. Maureen's video's in there.
Let's go watch it.
Gotta go watch it. I'm super excited. And you guys should watch it too, because just listening to her is absolutely amazing. I just love her to death.
I love her videos. They're awesome.
I do too. I'm like, oh my gosh, she just makes me smile every time I watch any of her videos. So go watch her video. I'm excited to see it. And yeah, just post in there and keep active, and let's make it through this 30 days, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be life-changing, and we're going to all do it together. So
I'm excited.
Do you have anything to add?
Other than make sure you, if you've never meditated before, take time to watch Leo's videos, and really listen. If you have to watch, I mean, some of them he has other videos that are like an hour long or whatever, but watch what you can of him. You know, then meditate after you watch his videos. But really, I got a lot out of it. So I'm sure you will too. You might as well. You know, I got stuff out of it, and I never really meditated before. So check them out. And if you're not in the group, we posted a link in the chat, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Yep. And if you guys are watching this as a recording, we'll have the group link below. So just click the group link, get into the group, and get active, and let's take our minds to levels that we have no idea where they're going to go.
Learn to control that drunken monkey.
That's right.
I got $20 for it.
Well, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and can't wait to see you inside the group. Have a good Tuesday.
See ya.
Bye.